students, welcome all of you in Shrived Education. Today we will see some topic from the chapter Mechanical Properties of Fluid. Now what is fluid is? Fluid is a substance which can flow. So liquid and gas, they have the property or they have the nature of flowing. Right. So now what is ideal fluid? Ideal fluid has the following properties. Ideal fluids are incompressible in nature. What is mean by incompressible? Incompressible, that means if we are putting the force on the liquid, then also the density or mass of that substance remains the same. So that is nothing but the incompressible. Right. Now what is the second property of the ideal fluid? The second property of ideal fluid is they are non-viscous in nature. Now what is mean by viscous? Viscous, that means if there are two layers of the liquid, then one layer is applying a tangential force on another layer. So if one layer is applying a tangential force on another layer, then that liquid is viscous in nature. So obviously, if ideal fluid is non-viscous in nature, that means they are applying very less negligible viscous force, right? So now next we are turning toward the pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is force upon area. But what kind of force we required here? If we consider one area, on that area perpendicular force is acting, and if the force is perpendicular in nature, then we can consider that concept as a pressure, right? So that means pressure is what? Perpendicular force upon area, perpendicular force acting on any area. What is the unit of the pressure? Unit of the pressure is the Pascal. What is the dimension of the pressure? See, these are the small things which are related with the concept pressure. Dimension is mass, length and time. So we can use the dimension of force and area. With the help of that, we can make the dimension of the pressure, which is m1 L minus 1 T minus 2. Now what is the next thing about the pressure? That pressure is a scalar quantity. What is meant by scalar quantity? The quantity which has no direction for representation. That quantity does not need a direction. That means it has only magnitude. Now the next thing is pressure is isotropic in nature. Now what is mean by isotropic? That means if we are applying a pressure at particular point, then that pressure is equally distributed in all the direction. That means that pressure is isotropic in nature. Now what is the value of 1 atmospheric pressure? 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Okay, now let us move toward the variation of the pressure with depth. Right, now you can see one container. This container is filled with the liquid. What is the density of that liquid? Density of the liquid is rho. Now you can observe one pressure P0 which is acting on this upper surface of the container, and that pressure is nothing but the atmospheric pressure. So what is atmospheric pressure is? We know that in atmosphere different gases, air, water vapors are there, and they are continuously putting a pressure on every object on earth, and that is nothing but the atmospheric pressure. Now what is pressure, or how the pressure is varying with the depth? For that we are considering one particle at the depth h. We are considering one particle at the depth h. Now if this particle is situated in the depth h, then what is the pressure acting on that? Pressure acting on that is rho g h. What is g? G is nothing but the acceleration due to gravity. So what is the total pressure acting on the particle which is situated at the depth h? P is equal to Pa plus rho g h. So variation with depth, that means if this height from the surface is increasing toward the down, according to that pressure on the particle increases. So that is nothing but the variation of pressure with depth. That means more is the depth, more is the pressure. Next topic is the Pascal law. What is the Pascal law? The pressure in the fluid at rest is same at all points if they are at the same height. Obviously we have seen the pressure term is always related with the height. If the particles are there on the same height, right? If particles are there on the same height, then they all have the same pressure. right? Now this ball consists of a liquid and I am putting a external pressure, external force on this ball, right? This ball is spongy in nature. I am putting a force on this ball. So this force is creating a pressure on this area, and that pressure is equally distributed in all the direction because these points are there at the same height. That means if height is same, the pressure which is exerted in any part of the liquid is same in all the direction. So these are the some things which are related with the concept pressure, which is the basic term of the mechanical properties of fluid. So students, if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.